Welcome to the WoodWorks 2020 Wood Design Awards. Each year, WoodWorks hosts an award program to celebrate excellence in wood building design across the U.S. Excellence often goes hand in hand with innovation, and the 2020 winning projects exemplify a greater trend toward design that pushes beyond the ordinary. The winning projects also showcase many of the reasons that developers, architects, and engineers choose wood structure. From beauty and biophilia to strength, design flexibility, sustainability, carbon footprint, and cost effectiveness. As always, we'd like to extend our sincere appreciation to the organizations that support WoodWorks, enabling us to provide project assistance, education, and resources to design and building professionals. A special thanks goes to our funding partners, the Softwood Lumber Board, USDA Forest Service, and Forestry Innovation Investment. Our 2020 board partners, our market development partners, and our Wood Design Awards sponsors: Boise Cascade, Georgia Pacific, LP Building Solutions, Norboard, Nordic Structures, Western Red Cedar Lumber Association, and Weyerhaeuser. We would also like to thank this year's jury, who committed their time and selected 19 exceptional projects. Danny Adams, Principal and Design Lead with LS3P Associates in Charlotte, South Carolina. Marcia Madam, Principal at LMS Architects in San Francisco. Eric McDonnell, Principal at Holmes Structures in Portland, Oregon. Matt Shaw, Executive Editor with the Architects newspaper in New York. We'd also like to thank the many firms that nominated projects for a 2020 WoodWorks Wood Design Award. Now, let's look at some beautiful and innovative wood buildings. First Tech Federal Credit Union's motto is People First, and its new Oregon campus is designed to support and promote the health, comfort, and happiness of employees. Designed by Hacker, the project includes open offices that provide equal access to natural light and views, and workstations arranged to ensure that all employees can benefit from biophilic opportunities. Much of the building's design draws on the beauty of the wood structural system, which includes cross-laminated timber ceilings and a glulam post and beam frame, and is visible throughout the building. LEED Gold certified, the new First Tech campus achieved an exemplary score in the regional materials category, as all of the columns, beams, and CLT panels were sourced and refined within 500 miles of the site. Designed by Lears Weinzapfel Associates, Adohi Hall at the University of Arkansas is the nation's first large-scale mass timber student housing facility. A bold demonstration of sustainability, the 708-bed complex includes 3 main volumes, linked together to create a serpentine form set into a sloped site. Buildings A and B include 5 stories of mass timber, a cross-laminated timber floor and ceiling system supported by glulam columns and beams over a concrete podium and partial basement. Building C is a 1-story volume linking the 2 residential buildings. The use of wood, both structurally and aesthetically, makes Adohi Hall a groundbreaking example of student housing design. 111 East Grand was designed by Newman Monson Architects and is the first multi-story office building in the U.S. to include floor and roof decks made from dowel laminated timber. The DLT panels are supported by glulam post and beam framing, and the building is buttressed by a concrete core on the south face for lateral stability. The project, which anchors a high-visibility site in Des Moines' historic East Village, is innovative in both design and delivery. From the outset, the architect and structural engineer collaborated closely with the mass timber engineers and general contractor. This enabled 111 East Grand to push boundaries and convey the accessibility of mass timber through its ultimate success. For this adaptive reuse project, Lever Architecture transformed a pair of World War II-era warehouses into Redfox Commons, a light-filled creative office campus in one of Portland's largest industrial areas. Recognizing the historic and environmental significance of the existing wood structures, the design team preserved and restored the original lumber. New 80-foot-wide clear-story windows were added to each roof to bring light into the large open-floor plates, which are distinguished by column-free spans of 100 feet. During demolition, wood from an overbuilt mezzanine was salvaged to create a new timber and glass entrance that connects the two buildings. This innovative use of wood is expressive of both the project's heritage and environmentally conscious design. The Billie Jean King Main Library is part of the Long Beach Civic Center Master Plan, designed by Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill, to revitalize 22 acres of downtown Long Beach by creating a vibrant mixed-use district. A hybrid of materials, it is built over an existing parking structure and features an exposed glulam roof system over steel framing. The design offers a variety of spaces, including group study rooms, independent study areas, a technology-driven makerspace, community center, and a large central atrium that provides abundant natural light. Targeting LEED certification, the building also includes rooftop photovoltaic cells, daylighting strategies, controlled air ventilation systems, and extensive glazing with architectural overhangs for solar protection. The Arts and Technology Academy was designed by OPSIS Architecture as a teaching tool for middle school students to explore the interaction between the natural and built world. Its honest and tectonic expression of structure, exposed building systems, natural materials, and daylighting create a physical environment conducive to a STEAM-centric curriculum. An umbrella-like folding roof comprised of steel frames, glulam beams, and wood decking, all left exposed, stretches across the length of the building above continuous clear-story windows. The roof cantilevers in various locations, offering protection from the elements while creating a warm and inviting interior. A blend of mass timber and light wood framing, Lever Architecture's expansion of the Nature Conservancy's Oregon headquarters transforms a dated office building into a collaborative hub that reflects the environmental mission of its owner. Central to the upgrade is the addition of a 2,000 square foot pavilion that serves as a highly visible gathering space. The center achieved LEED Gold certification with features that include domestically fabricated and FSC-certified cross-laminated timber panels, rooftop photovoltaics that supply a quarter of the building's electricity, and efficient building systems that significantly reduce electricity and water consumption. Abundant daylighting, operable windows, and the use of local materials enhance comfort and connect occupants to the neighborhood and region. Guided by the Oregon Zoo's central theme, Small Things Matter, this LEED Platinum certified education center was designed by OPSIS Architecture to create teachable, sustainable moments. A hybrid of heavy timber, light wood framing, and steel, it was inspired by the circular woven nature of a bird's nest, and the resulting architecture creates an intertwined relationship between indoor and outdoor spaces. The sweeping cantilevered glulam entry roof and cedar-clad exterior draws visitors into the lobby's interactive displays, insect exhibit, and event space. Sustainable design strategies include an expansive rooftop photovoltaic array, rain gardens with 90 species of native plants that provide habitat and clean stormwater, bird-friendly lighting, and fritted glass windows. The center is expected to achieve net zero energy certification. A gateway to the Nordic ski and mountain bike trails of the Minneapolis Park System, the Trailhead building at Theodore Wirth Park is used extensively by the public and area high schools for training and competitive meets. Among the highlights, HGA designed an innovative mass timber roof that cantilevers in 2 orthogonal directions, tapers to a point at its tip, and is fully exposed on the interior. Glulam girders cantilever from 10 to 25 feet, following the trapezoidal shape of the roof, and are supported in part by a colonnade of glulam columns and wood frame walls. The unique roof and colonnade provide an elegant entry, while exposed wood on the interior creates a natural connection between gathering spaces and the outdoors. Built in 1911, this senior women's hall at UC Berkeley served as a gathering place for female students until 1969, when it was converted into a childcare center. First relocated in 1946, it was moved again in 2014 to the UC Berkeley Botanical Garden. To extricate the structure and negotiate a winding road with overhanging trees, Siegel and Strain architects chose to divide the building into 4 segments, which were reassembled at the garden, rehabilitated, and upgraded to meet current accessibility standards. The interior wood components required only minimal staining to conceal wear. The rich wood floors were refinished, the redwood siding replaced as needed, and the team added a new wood porch. A goal for this 5-story office building, designed by Thought Barn and Delineate Studio, was to make it seem at home in the creative, light industrial neighborhood of East Side Austin. The structure is a hybrid of exposed cross-laminated timber floor and ceiling systems and exposed steel, and is the first of its kind in Texas. A double-height lobby with a 25-foot bifold door allows the space to be open to the street during special events. It also serves as a showcase for the exposed wood ceiling and full-height feature wall made from CLT offcuts. 901 East 6th achieved LEED Gold certification and was fully leased before construction was complete. Designed by William McDonough and Partners, Colab is HIT Contracting's designated space for the research and testing of emerging materials, approaches, and technology that will rapidly transform the construction and real estate industries. Colab was envisioned as a showcase for building innovation that would utilize healthy materials and exhibit smart emerging design and construction technologies. The mass timber structure, which includes cross-laminated timber walls and ceilings supported by glulam columns and beams, was chosen for its aesthetic, multi-sensory characteristics, light carbon footprint, and speed of construction. Colab is LEED Platinum certified, and HIT is pursuing both net zero energy and PETAL certification. It was the first CLT structure in Virginia and the first commercial mass timber building in metropolitan DC. The Continuum is an innovative campus serving college, high school, and continuing education students in Northwest South Carolina. After exploring options, the team at McMillan Pasden Smith Architecture chose to renovate an existing big box retail shell, but they added a unique structural solution. The roof of the central corridor was replaced with a large mass timber structure. Comprised of glulam columns and beams and nail-laminated timber decking, the addition allows daylight to penetrate the center of the former retail floor. By strategically replacing some of the existing structure with the glulam clearstory, the design creates circulation spaces flooded with light that invite students to gather and incorporates multiple educational functions into one cohesive plan. Art conservation facilities tend to be thought of as sterile laboratory spaces, but that isn't true of this one. Designed by Lake Flato architects, the team wanted to incorporate natural biophilic materials, specifically wood, to provide an appropriate warmth and texture to the laboratory environment. This hybrid project includes glulam columns and beams and dowel laminated timber roof panels, as well as steel structural elements. The DLT roof is left exposed, offering a welcome contrast to the wall finishes that are necessarily neutral. The result blends the science and art of conservation to create spaces that perform superbly to their technical requirements while offering a warm and welcoming work environment. When DPR Construction decided to relocate its office to downtown Sacramento, it was seeking to connect with the community it serves on a deeper level. In choosing mass timber, it also saw an opportunity to give employees the benefits of a biophilic design and enhance their workday experience. Designed by Smith Group, the project involved adding a second story to a 1940s-era concrete and masonry building. The addition is comprised of cross-laminated timber roof and wall panels supported by glulam columns and beams. Among its unique features, the building includes CLT shear walls, a first in California. This is DPR's 6th net zero energy office, and the firm is seeking LEED Platinum, Petal, and WELL building certifications. Designed by the Miller-Hull Partnership, Pike Place Market front adds 50 vendor stalls, 40 low-income and senior apartments, commercial, retail, and office space, a public roof terrace and walkways, and 300 underground parking spaces to the Pike Place Market Historic District in Seattle. Comprised mostly of heavy timber, light wood framing, and cast-in-place concrete, the project draws inspiration from the simple, utilitarian character of the existing market. This historic precedent, combined with timber's carbon-negative footprint, abundant local sourcing, and speed of erection, made it an easy choice for the project team. Enclosed by a timber frame glazing system, the monumental structure includes a vibrant hall housing retail and restaurant spaces, while preserving historic views of Puget Sound. For this 6-story residence hall at RISD, NADA chose a hybrid system of cross-laminated timber floor and ceiling panels supported by steel framing to achieve goals that included beautiful design, environmental sustainability, and an aggressive construction schedule. Exposed cross-laminated timber ceilings add beauty while echoing themes of sustainability that students experience as part of the school's curriculum. In addition to reducing the project's carbon footprint, CLT also provided a schedule advantage. Panel size was chosen to allow a single panel to span the building's width, and the superstructure was erected in less than 3 weeks. RISD's North Hall is the first hybrid CLT steel residence hall in New England. When the city of Portland built a new couplet connecting to the Burnside Bridge, it created a leftover berm space that is now home to Side Yard. Shaped like a wedge, this 5-story project, designed by Skylab Architecture, prioritizes access to public transportation, bicycle access, and pedestrian openness. It includes retail and restaurant space at street level, retail on the second floor, and office space above. The structure includes a cross-laminated timber floor and roof system supported by a glulam post and beam frame with concrete lateral cores. Side yard is part of the new Central East Side community envisioned by the Burnside Bridgehead Framework Plan, designed to strengthen the connectivity of the area with Portland's West Side downtown core. Tres Astra is located in a former fishing village close to the shore of Lake Superior. 2 decades ago, the owners purchased the abandoned property and converted 3 severely damaged buildings into rental units. They recently added 3 additional units, designed by Salmela Architect, to make a bold statement while remaining sensitive to scale and materials of the neighborhood. Despite modest footprints, the structures include multiple cantilevered volumes and decks, a strategy inspired by Scandinavian farm buildings. Spatial adjacencies were carefully considered to provide areas of protected privacy and open gathering within a relatively dense cluster of units. WoodWorks is honored to celebrate the winners of the 2020 Wood Design Awards. Each year, building designers inspire us with their creativity, their expertise, and obvious enjoyment of wood design. In addition to recognizing their achievement today, the 2020 WoodWorks Wood Design Award winners will each receive a handcrafted wood award made in Nashville, Tennessee, from North American vintage hard pine, cherry, and curly maple. Winning projects will also be featured in the book Celebrating Excellence in Wood Architecture, a collection of 2019 to 2020 North American Wood Design Award winners, available this fall. We hope you are as enthusiastic as we are about these projects. For more information, including details on the award-winning projects' teams, we encourage you to visit the gallery at woodworks.org. Congratulations to all the 2020 WoodWorks Wood Design Awards award winners.